Hi, welcome back to Motech Performance. I'm Mike, behind the camera is Jay, and welcome to episode 2, season 2, and we're going to show you our new demo car, but first of all, let's show the AC Schnitzer M3 Touring. So, part of becoming AC Schnitzer UK, we managed to twist the guy's arm from Aachen to come all the way over for our event night, which you may have already seen in the previous vlog. In the meantime, we've actually got the car here to be able to film. So, first things to notice out, yes, it's left-hand drive, it's coming all the way from Germany, but if you look at his number plate, you've got an individual number plate for this particular car. So, AC for Aachen, M3, 610. 610 is because it's 610 horsepower. It runs their stage 2 tuning package, which is the tuning package with engine warranty and their sports exhaust system, the carbon tailpipes. That will equal to 610 horsepower. Perfect system. This system is actually TV approved as well, so it does work with safety parameters in place. For example, when the car is under 80 degrees of temperature, the tuning box won't work. So it only works when the engine's actually warm. It does have protection and safety. So it's one of those things that's why AC Schnitzer is AC Schnitzer. It is the correct way of tuning, should we say. Car is sitting on their new Tech Gold AC forged wheels, absolutely stunning. 20-inch front, 21-inch rear, looks perfect. The car is quite low. It's also sitting on their RS suspension kit. So for this, it's really nice. I'm actually going to take the car out, so I'll probably give a bit of feedback as well once I've driven it in another vlog. Cars and carbon ceramics, so that also looks really good behind the wheels as well. Styling, as you can see, carbon rear diffuser, AC Schnitzer top spoiler. So on the side, you've got the accent pack with the front and of course on the bonnet, just to give it a bit more individual look. And of course the front splitter, which is the same as what we have on our G82 M4. That's the one that's proven to give downforce. So overall, absolutely amazing package. And in the interior, you have the iDrive, pedals, and of course their paddle shifters. So all in all, absolutely stunning car. I can't wait to take it out. 610 horsepower, X-Drive, what more do you want? Let us know what you think of the M3 Touring by AC Schnitzer. So as you'd already probably seen, we are now officially AC Schnitzer UK. So we have a speccing room if you want to come down and have a conversation about speccing a car, individual parts, or of course buy online. So you may ask yourself, why AC Schnitzer? Well, we've been working with AC Schnitzer for a number of years, met them a number of times, went across earlier in the year to have a conversation with them, and now obviously, of course, we are AC Schnitzer UK. Massive fan of the brand. It's been around for about 35 years now, so it's been around a long time. It was actually imported into the UK by BMW themselves. So years ago, E36 and E46. You went to the dealer to buy aftermarket parts, sitting on the shelves was the AC Schnitzer parts, and then along come M Performance. So we wanted to be able to kind of bring a bit of that back. The previous guys had had it for a number of years and had done some really great stuff, but it's time to give it some new energy and move with the future. Starting with this. So what we're going to try and do is obviously introduce a complete package from start to finish where you drive your car in and it turns out something like this, or obviously give you the option to build your own and pick it your own, or offer the parts as modular. What I mean by modular is if you want to buy an AC Schnitzer set of wheels and then put it with IBAC springs or a Remus exhaust to be put onto your AC Schnitzer build, we can do that, but of course we won't be able to offer you something that's a bit more tailored. So we will go on to that in a later vlog as well about AC Schnitzer tailoring, and of course in other vlogs we will add individual elements. What I mean by that is we'll have a conversation especially about the tuning packages in one vlog, about the aerodynamics, what makes them so special, how they get through TÜV approval, and why they are different to other parts on the market. Now to the elephant in the room, the Grand Coupe behind me. Yes, this is our new demo car. So a number of things. Why a Grand Coupe? If I'm honest, a big fan of them, quite a rare car, and they don't do a version above it. So the reason being is if you have an M440i, we do a number of those, still coming through from Tony, so content is very good for those. 440i's, the coupes, we see a number of them through the doors. But some of the cars, they have one after it. So for example, a 440i has an M4 after it. They don't do an M440i or an M Grand Coupe. So it always gives you that little bit of finding that niche where somebody might want something a bit different, and of course this is it. So what we're trying to do with the M Lite, should we say, with AC Schnitzer, is very much like what Alpina do, fill the gap between the full fat M models. So for example, this car here has every single option from AC Schnitzer. Now, like I said, some of it's modular. You might go, I don't want the styling package, or I don't want the tuning package. You can pick and choose. So 440i in Brooklyn Grey, had to go with this colour. It's quite a unique colour for the BMWs just going forward. So it's this generation of cars. You see plenty of them on the X3s, a lot on the i4s, and of course this body kit is the same as the i4. But on this particular car, it looks absolutely stunning in the sunlight. We are beginning November now, so we don't really get a lot of sunlight, but you can see it looks pretty good. So now it's just run across the modification. So starting on the front of the car, it has the lower front splitter elements. It's actually a 3-part front splitter. So there's the 2 drop-down canards that are painted body colour, of course with the gloss black bit just to really start to tie it in. The reason why, yet again, we picked a Grand Coupe is because that particular front splitter, should I say, is unique to this car, this and the 4 Series. It gives it a real different look to just the normal 4 Series. On the side of the car, you can see it has these design elements, so really just to emphasise, to match the front canards as well, which are both AC Schnitzer modular parts. So if you like them, great, and if you don't, no problem at all, you can take them off. But it really gives the car just a different personality and a different sort of silhouette of the vehicle. So it gets people asking, what car is it? You know, what actually is that car? Which is always good for a business like us, because opening conversations, of course, leads to eyes on product. Car is sitting on the AC Schnitzer Sport Suspension Kit, which is a spring kit working with original dampers. That works with original dampers if they are adaptive. So for example, if you put it in Comfort, it's a lot softer than put it in Sport Plus. On the back of the car, you can see it has their rear spoiler. Now their rear spoiler is actually proven to give downforce. It's very similar to what we have on our G82 M4. So part of the product to become TV approval is it can't just be a stuck-on spoiler. It actually has to do what it says. So this actually creates more downforce. Now I'm not going to necessarily notice it on the road, but it's always a nice thing to note that the R&D has gone into it. And it has, of course, matched up with that with the little corner winglets. As you can see, just next to the tail lights, these gloss black sort of spoilers, which look on their own a little bit odd, but as a complete package really starts to work well. And yet again, we wanted that just to give the car just a different look and, like I said, different silhouette. And of course, to finish it off, the top spoiler on the rear glass. We're starting to do a lot of these, as you're probably going to see in another vlog coming very soon. We did on an M340d, a whole black car, we did the black spoiler on a saloon, and of course the spoiler as well for the window, and that looks really neat, so keep an eye on that one there. Now, like I sort of said, there's a few tailored things that we've done to this car just to make it stand out. Colour coding, brake calipers, add an AC Schnitzer decors, mirror cap's been colour coded, and of course the rear diffuser, just to give the car a bit more personality. Inside, AC Schnitzer pedals, footrest and paddles, along with the iDrive controller, just makes it feel a bit more unique when you're stepping inside. So we're trying to pull it away from BMW products like a BMW M440i, but a bit more tailored. So when you open it up, it feels like you're actually in a Schnitzer car. So we've managed to do that. As to the power of the car, so this one's the AC Schnitzer tuning package, which is actually really interesting. So we'll have that in a different vlog to go a bit more in depth. But in short, one of the key features is it gives you more power. You have to run it on super unleaded fuel. But one of the things that I really like about it, it comes with an engine warranty. So if something goes wrong, of course, literally give them a call and they will sort it all out for you. And secondly, it is protected. And what I mean by that, this tuning package only starts working above 80 degrees of temperature. So unlike other products on the market, which work all the time and are one big hit, I've driven a number of cars with tuning boxes on them, and this is really linear. It actually feels like it should be there the whole time. There's no step up in performance that you don't know. It's just faster. What I mean by that is there's no sort of huge spike in torque. It just feels quicker. It feels very factory. So that's a really, really positive for these. So it's about making the whole car feel a bit more tailored and a bit more less M440i and closer towards the M products we all like. Back of the car has the OPF back exhaust with the carbon tailpipes. This sounds phenomenal. When the valve is closed, it is back to standard, which is absolutely perfect. If you're doing a long drive, back to standard, which is just what you want. Valves open, you get a nice deep tone, which isn't over the top. It has that real nice sort of burble and just gives it a sort of 6-cylinder sort of note to it. Of course, on modern cars now with OPFs, it's a bit hidden, so that really helped. As for wheels, we actually went for the AC Schnitzer anthracite wheel just to be a bit different. There's a lot of gloss blacks on the market, and as we're starting to see come through from Motech wheels, a lot of silver, but not a lot of anthracite, and they really work well with this. They really make that brake caliper pop. So it's 20-inch on the front, 8.5 and a 10 gel on the rear, wrapped in the new Yokohama Advan V107 Sport tyres. It is the perfect daily setup. They're nice and quiet, they grip well, the cold bite is good, and of course when the summer comes across, I'm pretty sure they push on quite well as well. Back of the car also, we have the bumper protection pack. These are really starting to fly out the door now. We're doing loads of on tourings for obvious reasons, but it's also quite nice because it gives just a different silhouette to the vehicle, just pulls that bumper in and really ties in the back end. And last thing as well, the AC Schnitzer badge on this one has been color coded. That is also part of the tailor package that we're trying to offer from AC Schnitzer. So as you can see, the car's also been in the detailing bay. Guys have completely coated the car, the glass, the wheels, the brakes. It's been coated for 5 years in Crystal Serum Light. So we're all good to go, ready for this horrible winter we're probably going to get. So let us know what you think of the AC Schnitzer products. Let us know what you think of this car. Let us know what you think of the Touring. And let us know any information you want to know more about AC Schnitzer. Please just comment down below. Like I sort of say, we're going to do different vlogs on individual parts. But I think next week's vlog is actually on a very nice M340d with a full Schnitzer conversion. Thanks a lot.